A Wrinkle in Time is the latest beloved literary classic to get adapted into a movie. But where the book is full of imagination and powerfully expressed concepts, the film itself is a noble attempt that doesn't quite live up to its potential. I'm Gary Mitchell, and before I give you my thoughts, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe, send the link to a few friends, and have a look around my channel for lots of other content that's about music, ministry, and nerd culture. So let's keep this short and sweet. What I like most about A Wrinkle in Time are the human elements of the film. The passionate but abrasive lead character Meg is embodied well in the young actress Storm Reed, who brings the character to life with empathy and attitude. The chemistry between her and Calvin O'Keefe is believable, and the connection her family has to their father, played by Chris Pine, adds real emotional weight to his disappearance early in the film. I also love Meg and her whole family being kind of reimagined as a modern, multiracial family. There are some weird and seemingly random elements to this film, but honestly, that's pretty much how the book was. So basically, about halfway through this movie, I said to myself, okay, if somebody's read this book, then they're probably going to think that this is a pretty good movie adaptation, but if they haven't read the book, then they're probably not going to get it.
Imagine 91 billion light years traveled like that.
But then the second half of the movie happens, and this is kind of where it starts to become a letdown. Whereas the down-to-earth human elements of the movie were engaging and interesting to me, I felt like the more kind of sci-fi, fantastic elements of the film weren't quite as well realized. Book-to-movie adaptations are always disappointing because there's just so much detail and freedom of imagination in a book that you just can't capture in a movie. And the best thing about this book was the sense of wonder and awe as the kids travel through time and space, encountering concepts, creatures, and realities that are so far outside the realm of human experience that it just blows your mind. And that just never really happens here. In the book, there are also powerful statements about the widespread destructive power of evil in the universe that are basically just condensed into a couple of scenes here. In the end, despite a solid cast, some cool visuals, and a solid emotional connection between the characters, A Wrinkle in Time just isn't deep enough to pull off the magic and intrigue of its source material. It's an ambitious reimagining that tries to be a strong book adaptation and a captivating movie that doesn't quite pull off being either. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. If you're interested, just download the audiobook on Audible and listen to it on your daily commute. But now it's time for Stuff I Like, where I talk about something that I'm watching, reading, or listening to right now that you should too. Thanks to a friend of mine sliding me her login information on Hulu, thank you, you know who you are. I just finished binging Marvel's Runaways on Hulu, and I loved it. Based on Marvel's highly popular comic series from Brian K. Vaughan, Runaways is the story of 6 teenagers from diverse backgrounds who, after kind of growing up together but drifting apart, eventually discover that their parents, who are all in business together, are actually supervillains. They spend the rest of the season coming to grips with who their parents are, who they are by relation, and what to do about it. I had a great time watching this show, and I appreciate how diverse these kids are in terms of personality and ethnicity, and loved watching the relationships between them morph and evolve. Their interaction is mirrored by the group of parents who are called the Pride, who have their own secret alliances and shifts throughout the show. The parents are established as villains, but then are fleshed out and humanized so you sympathize with them. And you see that even though they're the bad guys, they really do love their kids. Yeah, there's a few cheesy moments, some meh dialogue, and a few characters that feel kind of unnecessary, but all the actors do a great job, and there's great chemistry between the core group of kids. Also, Spike from Buffy is in it, and that just makes me really happy. If you like teen dramas, quirky shows with weird superpowers, or are just looking for a new show to binge, find a way to check out Marvel's Runaways on Hulu. Thanks again for watching, and if you like this video, make sure you have a look around my channel for more content. I try to post new videos every weekend, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm Gary Mitchell, and we'll see you next time. Stay cool, stay blessed, stay in touch. Wakanda forever.